Okay, this video is for hackerNote challenge on TryHackMe, and I got nothing. I just guessed the ports, which ports are open in numerical order. I generally using port 22, 80, and 88, something like that. So I just guessing the ports and I did nothing. So it's time to go mmap scan for it. So I think there's an you are presented with a machine. Your first step should be recon. Scan the machine with mmap, work out what is running. So I think it's time to get an mmap scan. For getting mmap scan, I'm gonna use -sc and -sv and -pn. That means our default scripts. We got scan just default scripts and the version number and not like that. Yeah. All right. Copy this and enter for gathering some information for them with mmap scan. So when we gotta do this, it's actually a reminder of some things about this IP address. Then there's a website. If you go on this website, that means there's an 80 ports is open. So that means we can using some 80 ports. You can see is over here. There's an HTTP port is open and 22 ports are open here, and the 80 ports is open here. So that means there are 80 and 80 ports is using HTTP protocol. You know about it. You know what I'm saying? There's a 22 port is open. That means there's an SSH service is running on the server. So that means we can use the general extension login with SSH. Alright, cool. This network is there. Alright, 22 port is open. The SSH and protocol is 2.0 and the 80 TCP open HTTP Golang net HTTP server. Alright, let me go this. How to make HTTP server in Go. That means we're programming language backend writing with the Go. Yeah, there is an programming language is. If you can check this like that, there's you can see is a HTML, but this website using with Go. So that means our Golang net HTTP server is using it. And then there's an login page. I think it's could be fine. Login to hackerNote and new account, make one here. That means we can use some things with the create a user. Then I will go to my TryHackMe and maybe do it after. So that means we can need it now. And the another things I think we have to be using GoBuster for this IP address because now let me delete it and yeah, come over here and give this IP address maybe. Nope, where's my IP? Yeah, here. Cool. So let's copy this and -x using. Maybe there's some directories we have to be looking into. So that means I'm gonna be running the GoBuster. So let me go task 2 to investigate. Alright, cool. Now that you know what's running, you need to investigate which web apps the normal process is to click around. Create an account, use the web app as a user would and pay close attention details. Create your own user account. Alright, I'm gonna be over here and I'm gonna say it for username, right? Yeah, our username I'm gonna say test and the password is test and the password hint I'm gonna say test, and then creating your account. Successfully created a user account. So I think we got it, and log in to your account. Alright, let me test for login. Yep, there is an hackerNote and your notes, and there's a create a note. So Alright, cancel it. So I'm gonna say not I wanna be use controller U is over here. Maybe there's some things like the directories or something like that. Let me check the GoBuster. There's an nuts. The nuts is over here, right? Yeah, it's cool. So I think it's time to go not JavaScript, open link in new tab, main JavaScript, and open link in new tab. Alright, the button, document quick session token, and the post data API user logout. The window location is using logout here. There's an vulnerability. I think let me copy this. No, copy this. Yep. Let me go chat OpenAI. Alright, I'm gonna be logging in. Right. Okay. Alright. Alright, can you spot the vulnerability? Alright, let me go here and log in. Yeah, we log in. Try and log in invalid user account. Try and log in to an invalid user account. Try and log in your account with the incorrect password. Notice the timing difference. This allow user enumeration. So that means there's another way to check if your username valid on this web app. Can you find it? Additional hint is like that. Alright. Is there any problem? I think yep. Based on private HTML code, the web page for not taking application over with the additional context or service side. So it will identify the specific vulnerabilities given the snippet allowed. To identify vulnerabilities, web application necessary server sites, code, the database interaction, the potential input validation and initializations, the addition of the server configuration and dependencies, the application should be considered. Common web application vulnerabilities exist. There is an cross-site scripting that occurs when the user input proper send size and allow malicious scripts executed to user browse. And there is an SQL injection. There is another vulnerability is when you input user correctly validated or send site can be using manipulate or extract from database. So let me log out and log in. So come over login. Like I'm gonna say admin and password. Let me log in. Invalid username or password. Now time to log in. You win invalid username password. Okay, I'm gonna say admin here, and then for password I'm gonna say tests. Let me log in. So if I check I forgot my password. Alright, this is not alright, there's nothing. Alright, let me say tests and password for. Alright, I'm gonna say pass WD for password, and I forgot my password, and the hint is test. Alright, that's cool. Okay, notice the timing difference is allow user enumeration. So additional hint is it. Alright, what is this? So let me try it. So try it one more time. Yeah, here. No, login. I forgot my password. There is nothing. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna say completed and come to exploit. Alright, there's an attack passwords and escalate comments on realism further reading. So use timing attack. Now that we know there's an timing attack, we can write a Python script to exploit it. The first steps of working of the how login requests work. You can use Burp Suite for this, but I prefer use Firefox Dev Tools as I don't have a configuration and process. So here we can see the login post request API user login. That this means we can make this request using curl, Python, and another programming language of your choice. Alright, here I think password admin and username admin. Alright, let me say test All right, let me say admin and admin. Okay, admin and admin. Alright, it's not working, so let me say test and test. Alright, I'm logging in. Yep. We got this here. API user logout. So can we go that? So let me try API user logout. Yep. Alright, here. Come over here and use notes API user logout. No, it's not working. Alright, let me go for notes. Alright, there's an or account and there's an post request is something like that, right? Alright, there's a login file. So there's an status is equal to 200 and casus fetch and type of JSON. So transfer it the size or something like that gives us the admin and username here. In Python we can use this code request library that this request allows. The create is equal to username and password. Password is invalid, password is like that. So response or our post URL JSON create. So there is an alright, the next stage is timing. It is use time the standard library. We can work difference between when we request and when we get a response. I've moved the login request into a function called login. Why does time take and change? The backend is poorly written. The server will only try the password user and correct username. Do PC decode to explain this bad rate below. So try write a script with performing timing attack. Okay, let me go here. Alright, master and usernames. Alright, this is the def login username password, and if username in users, if it's valid username, login status check password and the password. So if login status return new session token, else return username is password incorrect, or else using the return as username or password incorrect. So there is an exploit.python, I think is over here. Right? Input request as error to time JSON the local hosts API user login. There is a now 8081 port is open. Def login user, is there any 8081 port is open? I think it's not. It's 80 and 81. No, it's 8080 port. Alright. There's an username is here. How many username from the list are valid? Alright. If you get stuck, read out the scripts or Ninja hackerNote exploits. We are already hackerNote exploit.go. Yeah, there's an exploit.go. And names she, but they're using just she. And names txt is over here. There's already too many. Alright, usernames txt. Alright, let me check it. So alright, so maybe we have to be install on or alright, let me go documents and make their hackerNote. So cd go for hackerNote. So I'm gonna be clear it and rename with terminal. So I'm gonna use git clone and last cd hackerNote exploits. There's an exploit of Python. So if I check this with Python 3 is gonna be alright. We have to be doing something. I think in I'm gonna not like that. Or exploit Python. So let me go here and then change URL with http Alright, AD and the local host is equal to, alright, here hackerNote. So nope. Is there any problem? Let me go. Alright. Let me go tryhackme.com. Alright, learn, search, and hackerNote. Yep, here. These are our local hosts already giving it. And AD for its time to I think use API user login. Yeps. And username file is usernames.txt. Let me go. Yeah, let me go controller and control X. Let me say Python 3 exploit the Python. So starting post request. It's time to go starting post request for us. So yeah, here try to write the scripts performing attack. So we got something, but there's a not really writing. We got the cheatings on the GitHub. So we don't need the write the scripts perform timing attacks because there is already ChatGPT and you can use the ChatGPT regarding the GitHub. Starting post request is gonna be to how many usernames from the list are valid. Is there any? Alright, let me go file, new tab, and cd documents hackerNote one more time. Cd hackerNote exploits and nano exploit the Python. So let me rename with terminal. And is there any usernames txt? Getting it? Alright, longer times normally mean valid usernames password were verified. Okay. How many usernames from the server release? How many? What's our or is the valid usernames? Is there just one username is valid la? Oh my goodness. Alright, let me check it here. And there's an names.txt here. Yeah, we already using it, so there's an 10,000 usernames here. Okay, let me stop the video and waiting for finish it. Okay guys, it's not working and I think it's really we have to be doing write the scripts code and it will be hard I think, but I am trying to some things. So there's an let me go for my terminal and say here now downloads on the hackerNote exploit. I'm gonna say sub exploit one.python file. So yep, here. Alright, let me come over here and use it with for Python code. So if you're gonna be using the Python code in your Kali Linux, you have to be added this user binary and environment, say Python 3. So yep, that's cool. Now I think we have to be write our code. So let me like that for seeing to you. I'm gonna say import system and import request. Definitely it's cool. And import system import request. I think it's fine. Let me go using our function with def, and our function name is main, and use this. So not like that, yeah, like that, and add this. So there's an I want to be at the host, and then our host is over here. Let me copy this So like there, and is the host is equal to this IP address. So now it's time to open system arguments with square like that, and is equal to 1 as function. So that is means or usernames. There's an already usernames, you have to be know about it, and usernames is have to be equal to f read lines like that, f read lines, and come over here, and usernames that they're already usernames. I think it's fine, and the usernames is equal to, you have to be using username is like that, x dot strip, and the strips is for x in usernames. Yep, nice. Now it's gonna be using the function with def, and the host is equal to this IP address. And now we are using the system library for them as getting some username information to websites. So alright, cool. Let me say come over here, and then for using for usernames in usernames. Usernames and usernames is start with the time like that, and that means we have to be using time libraries. Over here I'm gonna be added import time. So there's start with time and time. So let me say creds, because of conditional users is equal to using this, and say username is equal to username. Now like that. So username is equal to username, and password is equal to I'm gonna say bullshit, because it's not important for us, because we have to be looking for just for username, and the password is bullshit is over here, we can now using that. And then let me use r for getting some to request, and then r is equal to request the post file, because there is a post file is we have already know about it. So from this time stacking notes, and post is http with this http 10.163 and 207. So that means we have to be using it, and there's an API with you can check is over here, not like that. Yeah, API is the post data, and API user logout. Alright, let me copy this and paste it. But before do this, I think we have to be getting login, because we do not need the logout. So that's cool, I think now. Is there any problem? Or yeah, we have to be adding quotation mark is over here. So it's time to go save it with that format to host. That means equal this one. So and this data it's equal to creds. So that's cool, I think. So let me go forward now. Start time and time, and then done it. So I'm gonna say time with this. So we start for getting creds for requests library, and start the time, and now is with time to time. So I'm gonna say lapset here, and the lapset is equal to down mining starts. Yeah, because it's lapset starting with start and ending with done. That means we can use done mining starts is giving us the real time. So if I gonna say if elapsed is bigger than 1, That's, there's an it is, if the elapsed is bigger than 1, that means there's an invalid user font. So we have to be using print like that, and yep, like that. Let me edit this. Alright, let me edit this and say valid username font, and use this so for giving the username, and the username is equal to this one, not this one. Yeah, that, like this. So that means our save it with format on the username. So alright, cool. Now that means they're starting with the time for the usernames and getting the request file, the HTTP and the localhost API user and login. So there's an I'm done with time. Elapsed is equal to done minus start, and if elapsed is bigger than the username will be fun for us. So there's another thing I think we have to be added. Let me go in the here, and if name is equal to, like, no, I'm gonna use single quotation mark, main, because we are using the main here, so that's why we are using that. So I'm gonna do this with for if len is system arguments with if smaller than 2, yep, like that. I want to be print, what gonna be printing usage, like that, and equal to the user is equal to font, and add here path username and file.txt. So the file.txt is, I think, save it with format to system arguments 0. So you have to be, if you want to be now like that, and it's time to exit this system exit 1, and say in this if main using it, and let me control save it. So I think it's time to say Python to exploit the one, and then there's I think we have to be added user txt. Alright, let me give hint. Alright, I completed. So the another hint is that if their get is wrong, the testing user manually and seeing how to click their return. If more or less instant, they are not valid. So when you got there is an already here g names txt. So I think that's our, we have to be copy all of it in this usernames for within g. Let me copy all of it. So copy this, so come over here and go back and then cd documents hackerNote. So I'm gonna be hackerNote exploits, and there's an already gname txt. Alright, that's cool. Alright, I want to be use gnames txt here, and invalid syntax for what? The host is equal to not this one. Alright, we have to be adding single quotation mark. What these are getting error for it. Alright, I'm gonna be controller save it. So run is one more time. Then if there's a file HTML, it okay. Instead of one. Alright, that's right. We have to be adding the double kill, and controller save it. Now time to run. Nope. No model name request, because it's not request, it's a requests, like that. So run it. Nope. Did you mean usernames? No, I'm not. Alright. Yeah, here I think is we got it. There's some error. One more time. Username is equal to username, and the password is equal to password. What's wrong here? what's wrong is over here. We have to be adding user creds is equal to username, then equal username. So what's wrong? I not get it. So let me controller save one more time and do it. Creds name username is not definite. Did you mean usernames? No, I'm not. Okay, let me say usernames and controller save it and do it one more time. No, like here. Yep. Did you mean requests? Alright. Yeah, I meant our requests. Yeah, that's cool. Controller save it and do it. Yeah, it's working. Let me check it. It's gonna be working. Oh my goodness, I really did. No, it's not working. So did you mean usernames? Valid usernames, the format usernames already is giving here. No, I'm not wanna be using usernames. I wanna be using usernames. So that's our let's say usernames and then other things. Yeah, let me controller save it and do it one more time. Alright, we got the valid username file is James. Alright, let me try James and how many username from this. Alright, it's one because there's just James. Alright, we got it. True thankful God. Alright guys, there's an what am I using it, so that's really cool. Alright, I'm gonna be completely clear it all of it and the time to go attack passwords. Alright, next steps. Now that we have a username, we need a password. Yeah, we have a username because it's James. Right, let me yeah. Okay, let me save it. Because the password are hashed with the bcrypt and the noticeable time to verify but first single large word list and rack is not feasible. Fortunately, this web app has password hints. With the username that we found the last that we can retrieve the password hint from this password hint, we can word this down more effectively brute force the user file. Alright, let me go hackerNote and I'm gonna say log out and then come over here for James and like that. I forgot my password, my favorite color and my favorite number. That means or we can use the color and number, right? Alright, I'm gonna use a blue one. Now let me log in. No, invalid username password. Alright, hence my favorite color and my favorite number. So create your word list. Okay, let me word list zips. So here I want to be go there cd home downloads and cp word list zips to Elliot documents and hackerNote. So there's an let me clear all of it here. So there's an already word list zips. I'm gonna say unzip it using it word list zip. So there's an they gives us colors txt. Let me less colors txt. There's an amber, beige, black, blue, brown, crimson, chant, gray, or something like that. And there's an numbers txt. I wanna be read it. This numbers txt. There's an yeah, this is just 0, 1 as address and a number. Alright, cool. I'm gonna be clear all of it is over here. So create your word list. The password hints my favorite color and my favorite number. That's right. So we can get a word list for colors and word list with digits combined with using hashcats. You choose combinator which will give us every combination word list. Using the word list then we can use the Hydra attack to log in API route and find the password for the user. Download the attached word list files, look at them, combine them using hashcat utils combinator. Hashcat utils can be downloaded from is over here. Okay, let me link in a new tab, and either add user path or on your down folder. We want the user combinator when being binary with colors txt and the numbers txt as the input. The command for this assuming on directory with the binaries and have a copsite txt into the directory. So we can use it like that. Combinator bean colors txt and the number txt word is txt. Okay, there's an already as a hash. Alright. Combinator dot bean is here. Attack the API. Now I think we have to be using or like yeah, I think it's time to be using some combinator bean. Alright. Alright, is hashcat. Alright, let me hashcat this like that. There's a zip file. Alright, source code and source code tar.gz. Alright, hashcat utils. Where is combinator the binary file? Service is a combinator. We have to be looking for combinator with bin change listens. Alright, source code zips. So hashcat you'll do with zips. Hashcat utils is over here. Right, that's alt and the service. There's an combinator binary. We looking for it. So is there any? No, there is no combinator binary. Alright, I want to be copy this and file. Alright, here. Alright, so let me go hashcat until like that. Switch its C standard from C on the junior. Remove the unused alarm recommend hashcat gene. Increase the master relation hashcat genes are like that. Alright, now we know about we have I wanna be try like let me go back. Yeah, here less and there's a numbers txt. Let me less colors txt and copy all of it. So alright, I wanna be copy this and go chat GPT and let me do it and less numbers txt cop selection and can you combine password with this? Certainly to create password as of select blue as a server as a will generate password green Twitter. Okay, can you write all words? No, combine and write all words. No, bro, alright, combinator binary. There's no combinator binary, I told you. Alright, let me say less and there is an hashcat. Alright, let me cp hashcat zip file to Elliot documents and hackerNote. So let me go Alright, let me say the downloads and come on my terminal. So there's an hashcat utils zip file. I'm gonna say unzipped hashcat util zip file, and I'm gonna say ls and go hashcat file, and there is let me go binary. No, there is nothing, bro. What's no? There's a whole file. Alright, cat hold. That's npk, nice. Alright, let me go crs. There is no combinator binary, so I think we have to be get it. So there's a combinator c. So if I'm using combinator c, what is doing it? Alright, switch the C standard from GNU. Then I remove it unused LM requirements from the hashcat can. Increase the maximum password long hashcat gene or like that. Switch some data types and clean the hashcat. There's an hashcat gene C. Yeah. Alright, let me copy this and usage. Alright, let me try it. Oh, there is an already, yeah. Where is combinator binary file? Okay. Alright, use hashcat. Let me try this. No, there is no hashcat. Okay, I think we have to be trying to work with. Okay guys, we are already have an combinator binary here, so let me go cd user library hashcat, no, like that, hashcat utils, and not like that. Nope. There's an combinator binary, so let me use combinator binary with like that. Yeah, I think it's time to cp like that, cp combinator binary to home elite documents and hackerNote. So let me do it, hackerNote. So there's let me check it. If there's an combinator binary, it's time to use it. It's combinator binary. Using colors txt, numbers txt. Alright, colors txt, numbers txt is wordless txt. Yeah, here. Alright, let me last wordless txt. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got this. Alright, cool. So I think it's time to now using Hydra attack, but they give us the Hydra attack, you have to be using like that. Alright, let me read here for Hydra attacks. Alright, Hydra dash L James and dash P wordless txt. It's is equal to giving the IP address. Okay, there's an IP address. I'm gonna Control Shift V is over here like that, and use HTTP post form and use timed API user login and login, and it's equal to username, and then we have no idea for username, so we have to be added user here. Okay, now user like that. So there's an already password. So in the passwords, here let me check it now. Like there, invalid username and password, right? So user and the password, we have no idea for password, so let me add this pass, and now we have to be adding fail message. So there is a fail message. Alright, the fail message is equal to invalid username and password. So let me add this, the invalid username and password, and enter for getting. Alright, why is not running? Alright, HTTP post form is API use user invalid username or password. Let me add this. No, mustard and slash. What is mustard? Alright, there's an API must start with slash. Alright, let me check it. Fast. Yep. That means we are Hydra attack to API roots. How many passwords were in your word list? Alright, there's an let me use. Alright, let me go cd home elliot documents and hackerNote. So I'm gonna vc-l word list txt. There's an 118. Alright, let me try 118. What was the user passwords? Let me check it. There is no password now. Alright, it's gonna be fine. I think Stutter is trying this just try to for the 8 passwords, and now it's time to waiting for it. Sosis ve salam. Düşler yaşanacaklar otistler canım. Ya polisten kaçın. Yeni oyada olan çabuklu yaşar. Bebeler yakılır gecelerde. Yalnız insan yazı kara gözü kara bek. Kara bek. Nankörlük son kat şehrimin tası ağzımda İspastik kemer plastik egzoz esrar şehrimin tadı ağzımda yine egzoz esrar İspastik kömür lastik çöplük lastik egzoz esrar İspastik kömür plastik çöplük lastik egzoz esrar kömür plastik çöplük lastik egzoz esrar bu şehir pahalı bizim paramız yok şükür ki karnımız tok Alright, let me stop the video and continue and define. Alright, there's some error. I think that the password is equal to below 7. So let me try to go below 7 like that. Yeah, it's correct. Login as the user of the platform. Okay, let me go to platform. Okay, let me click all of it and say below 7. Let me login in. And there's a my SSH details. So that I don't forget my SSH password is equal this. So this SSH passwords. Yeah. Let me go here and the SSH password is equal this. Login as the user SSH with the credential you have. Okay, let me go for here SSH James 10.10.163 and then 207. So let me say yes for it. I want to be say yes, and the password is pass clipboard and say enter. Yeah, we log this James hackerNote and there's an cat user txt. Now we got first flag is over here. Now let me, yeah, there's a correct. Now it's just come to commands or the further running. Oh no, and now just is we have to be doing some privilege escalation. Enumeration of privilege. Now that you have an SSH station, you can grab the use flag, but that shouldn't be enough for you. You need a root. A good first step for privilege escalation is think if you can run sudo, you have the password current user, so you can remount sudo-l. Right, I'm gonna say sudo-l. And this command tells you what commands are run as per user with the sudo. Unfortunately, the current cannot run as root. You may have to notice it, however, that when you enter your password, see asterisk. This is not default behavior. There was a recent CV release that have affects this configuration. The settings called the PVD feedbacks. What is CVD number for the exploits? Alright, so the password for it. Alright, I'm gonna be copy this and waiting for it. Nope. Alright, there's an password. Copy this and paste it. Sorry, user James Maynard Rose sudo on hackerNote. Alright, pass clipboard and now it's not working, right? Alright, so I think it's time to doing something or something like that is over here. Let me go find the exploit from the Salem's right or GitHub. So what is this? Alright, there's a sudo cve is like that. Alright, it's a sudo cve, or is that the true? Alright, let me copy this and download my Kali. So I'm gonna say git clone and paste it. So there's an cd sudo like that. There's an exploit C you can use about it. So I'm gonna say make it. Now there's an exploit C or something like that. So I think it's time to go send for James. I want to be use exploit and the James equal to as a James at this IP address for sendings. Yep. Alright, there's an exploit now. Alright, let's say pwd is we are on. Right, I think it's on the tmp file, right? Let's say ls, there's nothing here. No. I'm gonna say go back ls cd home ls and there's a hackerNote. Let me go, it's the permission they need. cd james, I think we have to be go lsla. Alright, there is no exploit. Alright. Okay. Alright, there's no exploit, but we got it. So let me try Python 3-m http server here, and I'm gonna say widget http like that. Yeah, http from 10.8.72.270 and use this port and exploit the C. Yeah, here. Alright, there's an exploit C now. Now let me look at, yeah. Alright, time to go gcc-o, right? Yeah, gcc -o exploit. I'm just using exploit to exploit C. Alright. Is it working? No, let me try that. There's an exploit file. So let me execute the exploit file with chmod and run it. Exploit. So the password for James. Alright. Sorry, try again. Are we not root now? Where am I? No. Alright. That's cool. What is CV number for the exploit? Yeah, we got this. There's that. Yep. Nope. Not this one. Alright, complete callings, we got all of it. Now it's just time to get cd back and ls cd. Is there in hackerNote ls. Nope, go back ls and go root. Yeah, there's a root txt. Now we got the alt flags, guys. So let me try it now. That's correct. So we got the hackerNote. It's really hard to me because we write the Python scripts and trying the some things for getting escalate and attack passwords. Though it's really cool room, I like it. So thanks for watching to you.